So in my last video, I spoke about a security breach where email addresses and passwords were leaked to many services, including things like Gmail, Outlook, and other platforms. Now in that video, I was very clear to make a point of the fact that this wasn't a Gmail problem. This was a problem with people using the internet. If you use the internet and log into stuff, the stuff that you log into, if there's malware on your computer, well, those passwords are going to be taken. It just so happened that out of that data breach, a large portion of the email and passwords were Gmail passwords, because a large portion of the email addresses that exist are Gmail email addresses. And that led to a lot of, well, actually, comments saying that Google have responded to this. Just to clarify, I recorded that video yesterday and I was away from home when the video was published. But since I recorded that video, Google have responded. And their response was a bit obvious. But if I can have 10 seconds of your time, if you're looking for an amazing VPN, check out private internet access at the link down below. You get yourselves 4 months free, 86% off. They don't keep any logs. One subscription works across all of your devices. That is the fastest brand integration in history. Now let's carry on with the video. Reports of a Gmail security breach impacting millions of users are false, which is true. To be clear, Gmail security breach impacting millions of users is false, but security breach impacting millions of users that contains millions of Gmail email addresses, that is still true. Anyone saying that this is a Gmail weakness is incorrect. Now, I wouldn't normally respond to the comment section in a video like this, but I do think it's important to clarify. In that video, even in the parts that I read about the article, it clearly stated that this isn't a Gmail target. This isn't a Gmail issue. It just so happens a lot of those email addresses are Gmail related ones. I need to make that abundantly clear. This wasn't a video of me going after you for using Gmail. You're not a target of my video. I'm not blaming anyone for using Gmail. I'm pretty sure my management used Gmail for my YouTube channel. This isn't a problem with Gmail. This is a internet problem to do with malware. The majority of my last video was the advice, you should probably change your passwords. In fact, even one of the titles, there was 3 in A/B testing, one of the titles was just change your passwords. Google's response is 100% correct. This isn't a Gmail problem and it's not a security flaw with Gmail. Then in Google's response, they further went on to clarify different ways that you can be safer online with two-step authentication. Now let's just talk about the source of the leak and how did, millions of passwords and information get stolen. Now, the original report was from someone called Troy Hunt, and he spoke about how the database for Have I Been Pawned has been completely updated and new email addresses have been added to the website and new information, so people should go and check to see if their information has been stolen. Now, he's further gone on to clarify there's actually more data than we originally thought, and he's basically given some more information. Now, this led to a ton of comments from people on my last video saying that this Troy guy doesn't understand how this website works. He owns it. It's his website. Yeah, he understands how it works, I can assure you. My glasses are broken, by the way. I snapped one of the arms off. It caught on the side of my mask. So this is going to be interesting for the next couple of videos. So that's what I wanted to clarify in this video. This is not the fault of Google. My last video didn't say it was a Google problem. I read an article where they referenced Google and they spoke about Google. But obviously we explained how everything was compromised. But also the last thing I want to say is the point of that video was very simple. Change your passwords. But also another little thing, I'm going to keep going. There was so many comments saying how the data that was leaked ranges from 2018 to present day. Change your passwords. It doesn't matter when the data leaked. The fact is, it's all been recompiled recently. Some existing email addresses that were in previous leaks have had duplicates and appear in new ones, but they're still trying to compile all of that data. As Troy actually mentions, they're still trying to figure out the gravity of the situation. I think with topics like this, people tend to get quite defensive in the nature of it because they feel like, oh, hang on, I use Gmail. This YouTuber's telling me that I'm not safe. And that's not the case. Many people use Gmail. I am posting this on a platform that requires me to have a Gmail account to make videos. I'm fully aware that Gmail has problems, but in the case of this, it wasn't a problem with Gmail. It's just a factor of the internet where you type in passwords to websites, and if there's malware on your computer, those things can be stolen. Everyone needs to chill out, calm down. Google have said their piece, which they didn't really need to because myself and many others weren't blaming Google. I think they just had to put that piece out there because they were mentioned. But yeah, that's Google's response, and that's probably my response to the comments. Thank you for watching. Check out private internet access at the link down below, and I shall see you all in the next video.